So this is something I heard on YouTube and I read in a book also, and I'm probably late to covering it. But if you want to be an entrepreneur, or you just want to be better in life, don't go for the job that pays a ton of money. Go for the job that you work, like 20 to 30 hours and maybe even less. Whatever you can live off of, because when you're starting the business, you want to be a minimalist, you want to do it as cheap as possible. I understand some businesses, need a lot of capital. I get it, I understand that, and I get a lot of you guys have businesses. It's whatever. I'm not gonna, you guys understand it, blah, blah, blah. Just take it with a grain of salt, I guess. But, because if you get a job that pays a lot and you're working 40 hours a week, you're going to spend a lot of time and money to actually recomp by drinking, doing weed, paying for things to do with your buddies, just to make yourself feel better because the job sucks. So go for a job that makes you happy, obviously, because you'll put less money back into your life to take care of you because the job doesn't wear you down. Like, I have a job I love. I only work 4 days a week, and it's like, they're like 7-hour shifts to 5-hour shifts. I got 1 5-hour shift and 3 7-hour shifts. And it's not even 30 hours, I think. I think it's like 27. I'm not too sure. No, I don't really care. Oh, it's 26. Okay. But, the thing is if I work any more than that, that's my sweet spot. If I work a day more than that, like I'm covering someone, I notice I want to be a little bit more indulgent to take care of myself. Like, I should go buy some new shoes, dude, this sucks. Or I should buy some fast food, this sucks. And I'm a little less happy because, you can only, it's still work. I love my job, but it is still work. Physically being there longer than I need to be for another day just isn't what I want. And I'm also trying to start other things like YouTube and some other business ideas. And this all frees up time in your life to do those things. And, time is money, time is power, blah, blah, blah. And I told you my personal experience. I don't work a ton, but I save a lot of money by not going out and being indulgent. And also I'm working on being a minimalist, so I'm trying to get rid of things. Like today I just got rid of a server computer that was worth like $800. I mean, I sold it, but like, I'm trying to get rid of things out of my possession because I just don't want it. Like, I'm going to keep this computer because it's simply for work, but I would maybe potentially uninstall video games from it. Like every week I get rid of something, obviously. And what else? So then you have time to brainstorm, look up your ideas, and you're not spending more money towards your work. And also, if you get a job, I really recommend a job where there's a lot of downtime. So I work at a supplement store, so we only get, like, where I'm currently working, like, we've been getting a lot of customers recently, and a lot's like 5 a day. And they all come through at, like, within 2 hours. Which is awesome. Those 2 hours, I actually have people to talk to, I got things I'm doing, I'm talking to people, blah, 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 blah. And all those good things. And what I do is I sit down with a little checklist, my little paper guy. I write down ideas just for, like, would I be happy doing a business like this? Would I be happy doing a business like this? I want to do something like this. Let's make a YouTube video about this. And I'm reading books the whole time, and I'm getting a lot done. So I use my work to help push my actual life, because I notice at home, because I'm not here enough, I tend to go into bad habits like sitting down, watching TV or YouTube for hours on end. And I use work because it's a new environment to help build my normal life better. So, like, I was like, I should record YouTube videos in the morning. It's 10 in the morning. I have to go to work at 11. And I do that. And I've noticed many things, improvements in my life. It's awesome. I recommend you do that. Look for a job with downtime. Night shifts usually have a lot of downtime. Like if you're like a night person at a hotel, I don't recommend like a bouncer position because you kind of have to watch people the whole time. Working at a gym, and I'm the fitness industry, so it's hard to tell you jobs that aren't the fitness industry jobs. I did work at a hotel. Avoid fast food. That tends to be really high stress. And like, yeah, there's a lot of fast food places paying a lot of money, but in reality, they should be paying a lot more for the damage they do. Because honestly, I remember I was never worse in my life than when I worked at fast food. And I was only getting like $9 an hour. And I was like, wow, I'm miserable. I'm spending half my paycheck on stuff to recuperate, like buying video games, upgrading my computer to play video games better, do all these things. And I remember I was buying a ton of food. But I was losing weight because I was under so much stress that I could not eat at work because it was just so annoying. And, it sounds like, oh, you're a baby, oh, you're this. And it's just like, I don't care. I hated that job. It made me miserable. It just doesn't work with my personality. And, a lot of people be like, oh, I love my coworkers, I love this, blah, blah. I hated my coworkers. So that makes the job so much worse. And so that's something that's really important. Like, I spend virtually no money on recuperating from this job. So it's awesome. It's nice. And I recommend you do the same. And I get it if you have kids and all that. You can't just, do this. But the younger you are, the better. And if you're like 16, 17, 18, or, just young, like I'm 21, almost 22, dude. The younger you start this, the better, because the less commitments you have to slow you down and forcefully take your time. And I even recommend, like, avoiding women. Girls take up a lot of time, they want a lot of attention. And a lot of them will screw you, dude. Like, they'll take a lot of money from you. And it's not their fault, it's your fault for buying them so many gifts. And, you'll get a lot more women long term if you chase excellence and not women. Chasing women doesn't really get you women, but being excellent and chasing excellence does. Like, honestly, like, name one successful rich person that can't pull a woman. You just can't. You can be like, well, they're bad with women. That's totally different. But they can get a lot more experience than I can in my situations. They can walk into somewhere and just get a lot of experience instantly. Now, granted, a lot of them are old and they're not going to do that, but you get the point. Awesome, guys. Take it easy.